I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain. Can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked. Can I? Before I went live, ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that could do what I does. Wait. Need a light here just to catch my buzz. Need Sprite here just to catch my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with some cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's broke to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like, let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain. Can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked. Can I?
We've had spotty showers since about 7 a.m. here in D.C., and the radar indicates it's going to continue, but nothing to stop football from happening at FedEx Field. They love their football in this part of the country, and this crowd is ready to go as their guys will match up with the Los Angeles Rams. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone, and this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. Of 16 yards.
Brandon, I know it's hard to believe sometimes that a guy who was rated in the top 5 running backs in the draft could be a little bit underrated, but I thought that about Cam Akers. One of my favorite runners in this draft. We just saw that ability right there. Great vision, terrific speed, has the power to run through tackles and make big plays. Remember, he was a #1 high school kid coming out. Now he's exhibiting that talent in the NFL.
At the 42-yard line. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun. Gone. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Cooper Kupp was his intended target. 3rd down here.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, L.A. Complete. Cooper Kupp, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Rams are going to take a first-quarter lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it. Get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Looking into the raindrops, and he muffs it. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. 25-yard line. They'll run on first down. Gibson, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. There to make the tackle, Samson Abuka. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive. And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. So that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance. I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. On 2nd down now, it's Gibson, and he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Kaiser on the tackle. I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys. On 3rd and long, it's Kaepernick. Got an open man, it's Foster. Robert Foster. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 41-yard line. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Kaepernick now to throw. And his throw is incomplete. The intended receiver was Thaddeus Moss, but it'll be 2nd down. They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick, and he's going to have the connection to Foster. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is started. Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. The pickup there, 5 yards. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now. It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? Because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Robert Foster, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. Partner, are they going to cover him? That's 4 catches and the touchdown grab on that opening drive. Well, what we're seeing so far, I believe, is their understanding that they want to go to him and often, but also they know they've got to move him around a little bit, get him into some different spots to continue to find open space to throw him the football. Otherwise, I just run 2 or 3 guys at him. They're doing a nice job of finding his way open, scheming him, as they like to say.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again. And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. To throw is gone. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
And his throw here's incomplete. He was in search of his tight end, Tyler Higbee. But now it's third down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
He was taken down by...
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's a loss of 8 yards there to bring up third.
6-yard line.
Back to throw. Goff. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. Past the 20. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams.
Number 17.
Robert Woods, his second touchdown on the season. And the Rams add on to their lead. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? R-A-C?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and the lead is up to 8. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Play action. Now Kaepernick. Open man, here's Foster. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
It's a gain of...
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. He will go out right near the 35-yard line. A big play that time on the catch and run. 35 yards. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. After one, 14-6 our score on EA Sports. On 1st down, Gibson. And a short gain down to about the 33.
Gibson, the ball carrier.
Michael Brockers in on the stop.
At the 33-yard
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
91. Kill.
Now a play fake. Kaepernick rolling to his right. Slings this deep from McLaurin. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got it. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And Washington now within a 2-point conversion of tying this game. Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. And this time he gets it to go as it is up and good.
Makes the score Rams 14, Washington 13.
So we're back to a 1-point game now as the kickoff comes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
5-yard line. The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
Cam Akers, the ball carrier.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. They'll run on 1st down with Akers. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
He was brought down at the 40.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be 3rd down. From the gun, here's Gone. And open, it's Cup. He's got it. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. A Ram 1st down as Goff finds Cup. From the 50, it's gone. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. Akers hit. He coughs it up. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. His 2nd catch, this one not quite as dynamic as his first, and it's 2nd down.
But when you think of the Rams and their passing game, sometimes Robert Woods gets overlooked. But if I told you he led the team in targets for the last 2 years and had 139 last year, would you be surprised? Probably. But now with Brandon Cooks gone from the roster, they'll look in his direction maybe even more. And I just love the intensity that he plays the game with. Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
The Rams on 3rd down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This is 3rd and 4. Again, Gone. And that is incomplete. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
And this carries into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they get into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
30-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Kaepernick to throw, and he'll find Hall. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
From the gun on 3rd down, Kaepernick got his man complete over the middle. It's Hall. And the ball is knocked out. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, L.A.
24. Touchdown, L.A.
The pass receiver turned into a runner, then he turned into a fumbler, and it goes the other way for 6.
I love your description. Although for the offense, they're not too happy about it. But for the defense, what a big-time play for them. Never give up on anything. Sometimes you create your own points.
But the receiver, hard to fault him. He's just going for extra yard.
That's exactly what you're supposed to do, but you have to take care of the football.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Here's a handoff to Hines to begin the drive. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
2nd and 8.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go. Check 59. Mike.
They fake the give. Now Kaepernick. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Now Kaepernick. Throw left side, complete to Foster. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well. This challenge was initiated by the guys in New York. Taking a look at the play, less than 2 minutes to go.
Yeah, I'm sure the coach wanted to challenge it, so he's probably going to send the New York office a holiday card. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 25-yard line.
Second and 12.
Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Easy. I'm going to run you over.
And he'll give it here to his running back. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Flushed out right. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. The LA defense up the snuff in coverage there. Pushes this to 4th down. And Hopkins' kick is good. And that'll bring him back within a point. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Rams take over 1st and 10. At their own.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
And got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 11 yards there. First down.
A gain of 11.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for gone. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you think can absorb that contact.
And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Cooper Kupp.
Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Goff wants to throw on 3rd and 1. He's going to air it out deep for Woods. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Intended for Robert Woods.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away.
Hecker on to punt for the Rams.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore.
Just like that. Just like that. Hey, 4-1 Mike. 4-1 Mike. You can't block me.
A running play there, going to get 11 as they get a quick first down.
That's good.
For an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And they're always hoping on that type of a play that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. They'll run on first down. It's Hines, and this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want, but on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
On play action, it's Kaepernick. Incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
41 Mike. 41 Mike. He's tired of me. He's tired of us.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
On first down, Kaepernick. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Hey, 4-1 Mike. 4-1 Mike. Here we go. Get off the field. Check 13. Check.
Into the red zone now. Kaepernick. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go. What the
To throw is Kaepernick. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Thaddeus Moss with his first career NFL touchdown. And Washington has taken the lead.
They went 5 wide in that offensive set, and racing going 3 wide is a big deal. To go 5, how about the way that they finish things off?
Did you just fit a race car reference into the game?
Zoom, zoom. How about the way that you play? When you go 5 wide, that means you're going fast now.
Zoom, zoom indeed. Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
Washington 23, Rams 17.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. They'll run out of the gun with Akers. Tackle made by Chase Young.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
Going up top for Kupp. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looks pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, 91. 91. Crunch.
From the gun, it's Kaepernick. Ooh, the juke. They'll find Hines out of the backfield. No gain, and it's 2nd down. They tried to swing it out left into the flat, but the defense, they were very principled there.
It felt very West Coast offense, didn't it? You know their expression, right? On a West Coast offense, when they throw the ball, it's either going to be a touchdown or a check down, meaning they like to press it downfield. If they don't have it, swing it out, which is exactly what we saw there. But how about the great pursuit and tackle to make a nice play?
On second down, here's Kaepernick. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
On third and long, it's Kaepernick. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a fourth down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. He hit his first one. This from 44 yards out now. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
I tell you, it's not easy kicking field goals in the best of conditions. You add in a downpour like we're in right now, it makes it that much harder. And sure enough, they can't convert here.
On first down, they'll start out with Akers. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Loss of a yard. Brings up second and 11 at the 33-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11. Out of the gun. Gone. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So erase the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking like the 2x2 inch ones that you can buy.
Yeah.
In addition to the pencil.
And those last forever.
A long time.
No doubt.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Fielded at the 20. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And possession will switch hands, first and 10.
At their own 28-yard line.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Now a handoff here to his running back. He finds an opening past the 40 as they finally wrangle him in at the 48. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
On play action, it's Kaepernick. He'll let it go. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one good for 37 yards.
At the 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Brings up second and 2 at the Rams' 7-yard line.
2nd and 2. First down marker at the 5-yard line. Throwing now is Kaepernick. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Samson Abukum leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Back now at FedEx Field. It's Washington with the football and the lead as we start the 4th. Washington on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
26 Mike.
Working from the gun. It's Kaepernick. And he's going to go down again. Aaron Donald. He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down.
And there's another sack by Aaron Donald. No surprise to anyone. The 2-time NFL Defensive Player of the Year. He could have easily been the 3-time NFL Defensive Player of the Year. I'm not sure anyone in the league has a true answer for him. And one of the best parts about his game, the way he uses his hands. And he credits his high school coach for teaching him that hand placement early in his career.
So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. Now Goff on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Goff. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10. And I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th. Now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle the team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Up from his safety spot to charge in and make the play, Landon Collins. 13 yards remaining on 2nd down. Here's Goff. He wants Reynolds way downfield. And that's going to be intercepted. Landon Collins, the Pro Bowl safety. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. On first down, it's Gibson. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12.
The tackle made.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They'll keep it on the ground. Gibson. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. 12 yards there and a first down.
That's good.
And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They'll run on first down. Hines. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
That's right, baby. They don't want it. 91. Check 59.
Now they'll throw with Kaepernick. They'll let it go deep for Foster. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Washington. Robert Foster, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And Washington is able to stretch their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. And that one could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead.
Makes this Washington 33. Rams 17.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. On the return, it's Simba Webster. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Simba Webster on the return. The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. But they're hoping.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
A gain of
a very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
Acres, the Rams.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Check 56.
Now a first down throw, gone. And that is caught. What a catch inside the 5. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Josh Reynolds, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Rams are able to draw a bit closer. So the touchdown was big. This almost equally big as he'll try to get it to a 1-score game with a 2-point conversion. And they're going to get the 2. It's caught.
Successful.
So they get the conversion, and now we're back to a 1-score game.
25.
So here we go. They'll need the recovery, obviously, then a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie. And this is going to be covered up by Washington. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number, kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
4 yards.
Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. On second down, it's Hines. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down? And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Back to throw, Kaepernick. And he'll get this to Antonio Gibson, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. A 3-yard gain and enough for the first down. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. First and 10. On first down, it's Gibson. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Second and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Only 2 yards on the pickup there, and now they're looking at a long third down. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Kaepernick to throw. And that will be incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
Pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Man open, it's Cup. He's got it. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Goff now to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is taken in at the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. On 3rd and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards. Flush to his right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Now Goff on 3rd and goal. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown Rams. Cam Akers with 7 seconds remaining. And the Rams are now just a 2-point conversion away from tying this thing up. Listen to this crowd now. Their guys need a stop on this 2-point conversion. It's a run with Akers. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range, not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. They'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They run with Hines, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 quarters not enough. We're all even, and to overtime we go.
How much fun is this for everyone who's watching the game? How much fun is it for us to see this one get an extra period to get settled?
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing, because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. A shotgun snap for Goff. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards there and a first down.
First down, Rams.
A little dinking and dunking that they're doing. At some point, is it appropriate to maybe take a shot?
It is if you feel good about it. But otherwise, you do what a coach told me a long time ago. Take what they give you, but make them tackle. In other words, get it to one of your guys in space. If you make someone miss, that could turn into the big play you're looking for.
Taken down.
First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
And the Rams first down.
On first down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. The tackle made there by Dayon Buchanan.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Here's Goff now on 2nd down. He'll get this one to Kupp, complete. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
5 yards on the
What will they draw up to try to keep this opening drive of overtime moving? 3rd and 7. Gone. He wants Reynolds way downfield. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A costly mistake here at OT.
And you know what they say when you throw an interception like that in overtime? You don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. If you throw one, you likely call.
And do you believe this? It's a safety, and the ball game is over. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. but I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender.
Oh.
To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we sign off from Landover.